class, we are going to go ahead with non-verbal part. Then we'll see whether there is another minute, hence we can see if we can repeat the last one. But by now, we are going to the part of logistics, right? So keep on watching. Let me start the class. Thank you.
Solution. Friends, today I'm going to discuss TCS NQT previous year aptitude questions, which will be helpful for the examination which is going to happen in August and November. And there is one more exam, TCS NQT, which for 2022 pass out. Okay, so this particular session is be helpful for each one of you. So friends, what you will learn in this particular session? So shortcut to solve all your question. Now friends, it is very much required because now you have a fixed timing, and for some question the timing was 1.4 minute. So you should be able to solve the questions in that particular time. You will not get 3 minutes or 2 minutes for one question. Now you need to keep that in mind. Friends, why you should solve the previous year question? Because similar questions will repeat in the examination. So you should always solve previous year questions of whichever exam you are going to appear. Now, friends, the challenge is you need to solve the questions in the time limit. So you need a speed and you need accuracy. So friends, in this session, I will be talking about both how you will get speed, how you will be accurate. Okay. So how we will be accurate, right? So all those things we will be talking about that. Okay. You can see I have taken the question which was asked in 2021. Okay. So this year TCS had conducted the examination. So we have question from that, and watch the video till the end so that you get all the information. Okay. How to solve the questions with your speed and accuracy. Okay. So friends, I have almost 10 years of experience in solving or teaching aptitude and reasoning. So if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do subscribe. Let us start with the question number 1. So friend, question number 1. So ideally, this is a question from when percentage gain earned or loss incurred is asked. That time, that means it is a profit and loss question. Okay. So here I will be solving and I will be taking more than 2 to 3 minutes. The reason is I need to explain you each and everything. Otherwise, I will be able to solve this question just in 30 seconds. Okay. And I will teach you also how can you solve in 30 seconds. Do not worry. So after purchasing 2 copies of the same book, X sold them respectively at 0.8 and 1.5 times their cost price. What was the percentage gain earned or loss incurred by X? Now, whenever this kind of question comes, what a student will do, they will start with X. Friends, I have always told you X, either in mathematics, okay, or wherever, X will always create problems. Okay. So X, you should never include it. Okay. X means it should be X only. Okay. Now, so the next thing what I told, you look at your options. If your options is given in terms of percentage, if your options is given in terms of percentage, then the question becomes very, very easy. You can assume whatever value you want. So whatever value comes to your mind, you can assume. So the cost price of first copy, I assumed 100 rupees. The cost price of second copy is, okay, also 100 rupees. Sir, why did you assume 100? My dear friends, as I said, if options are given in terms of percentage, then you can assume whatever value you want. Do not assume or do not call X. Okay, simple. So your cost price is 100 rupees. First one, second cost price is also 100 rupees. Now, X sold them respectively at 0.8. So, bhaiya, 0.8 of this value will be nothing but 80 rupees. So, the first one you are selling at 80 rupees. Okay. Now, second one you are selling at 1.4 times. 1.4 times. Okay. So, it will be nothing but 140 rupees. Okay. Now, so the total cost price is 200 and the total selling price is 220. One thing is sure, that profit will be there. Okay, so loss option is anyway eliminated. Now you will have profit. Now friends, most of the student I have seen what they will do. So they will cost price is this, then percentage of profit will be equal to, see, unnecessary you are going to take, you are going to, waste your time. And then you will tell, sir, I am not able to solve in the time of 1.4. How you will be able to solve? See, just make the base 100. If it is 100, if cost price is 100, and if selling price is 141.5, then you will directly say, sir, there is a profit of 41.5%. Make this 100, divide by 2. This also you divide by 2. Then you can directly say, sir, there is a profit of 10%. Okay, there is a profit of 10%. Now you would have seen how much time I took. Now in exam, if you understand this concept, then how much time you will take, I will show you. Okay, so after option is given in terms of percentage, that's all. So one you are selling at 0.8, another you are selling at 1.4. So 0.8 means 80 and 1.4 means 140. I'm doing it aram se. Then you see how much time you are taking. 200. So this is 100 times and this is 110 times. Profit is 10%. Are bhaiya 10 second. Okay, I will not say 10 seconds. So 30 second is more than sufficient for this problem. But if you will take X, if you will call your X, that's all. Your problems will automatically increase. If you will take X and if you think you will be able to solve in 1.4 minutes, that is a mistake you are going to do. Okay, so you need to be very much clear with the concepts. That's all. All these are basic problem. These are not difficult problem. Now, so friends, as I have said you earlier, so I have seen the question of statistics in TCS a lot. Okay, so in TCS, statistics questions will be more. The collection of numbers which comprise the data given below is arranged in ascending order. So friends, what they have given is the collection of the data they have given. The median is 12.5. What is the value of n? First, I will explain you by taking 2-3 minutes and then I will solve in 30 seconds. Okay, now, so friends, for calculating median, it should be arranged in the ascending order. See, whatever I am writing the data here, unnecessary I am wasting time. In the exam, you do not have to do that, but because I need to explain you, mind it. Okay, so arranged in ascending order, already ascending order. So whenever you are calculating median, the first thing you should arrange them in ascending order. Friends, in the description, I will put a video which I have done in statistics. You should and must watch that video. Now, so if you want to calculate median, so what is the number of numbers? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have total numbers is 8. So if you have 8 number, that means I will have 2 middle number in between that. 2 middle number means n minus 1 and 15. So if you want to calculate median, okay, and if you have 2 middle number, add both of them and divide by 2. Median is given 12.5. See, if we have suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total, if you have 5 number, then you will have only 1 middle number. So your median will become 3. But if you have 8, even, if you have even numbers, then what you can do, you'll have middle number 2, add them and divide by 2. So n minus 1 plus 15, 12.5 into 2 will be 25. So n will be equal to, see, 25 minus 15 will be 10 and 10 plus 1 will be 11. So 11 will be the correct answer. Okay, now it's time to solve this in 30 seconds. Okay, now, so now I know the concept of median. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means I have to take this 2 number, I have to divide by 2, and median of the data is given 12.5. So n will be equal to, if you multiply this 25 minus 15 plus 1, it will be nothing but 11, because 10 plus 1 will be 11. It will not take whatever you were thinking. Okay, see, but you don't know about median. Now you are writing the unnecessary data where you are taking time. That is where you are taking time. Already arranged ascending order. Now you will write this, then you will remember the formula. Okay, so n plus, I see many YouTube channel, many people, they will tell the formula and lot of things. But yeah, we have to save time in the examination. We cannot do whatever you want, right? So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. Okay, because you will be getting all the shortcut methods and to do the problem faster here itself. Okay, right, friends. In the exam, it is very, very important to understand the difficult and the easy problem. Okay, so the difficult and the easy problem. See, I cannot say all the problem, or I'm not saying that all the problems, okay, all the problems you will solve in that particular time limit. There is one or two question. See, it is for everyone, not only for you, it is for everyone. So whatever you are able to solve, at least 80% of the question you should solve within that time. So friends, only basic according to me, okay, what I teach in my class. So whenever I start with 1 month or 2 months class, I only teach the student basic. If your basic is good, that's all. That's all. These questions you will be able to do in mind itself. If your basic is not good, formula based, then keep struggling here, right? Okay. So if n is, again, let me solve in 2-3 minutes or maybe 4 minutes also, because understanding you is, you understand this, that is more important. And understanding you, I need to understand you also, right? Then only I can make you understand the things, right? Okay. So if I take 3-4 minutes also, no problem. Because many times in the comments I will see, sir, you are only taking 5 minutes and you are expecting us to take 1.4 minutes. Arey bhai, I need to explain to everyone, right? So there are many people who does not know about the things. So I need to consider, because I am teaching a large number of people. Okay. Now, so if n is an integer such that 1NN352 is a 6-digit number exactly divisible by 24. So 24 is a factor of 8 into 3, right? Okay. So this number, if it is divisible by 8 and 3, then it will be also divisible by 24. Okay. Now you need to know the divisibility rule of 8 and 3. So again, your basic. See, everywhere you will get stuck with your basic, nothing else. Okay. So there is no formula for this. So it should be divisible by 8 and it should be divisible by 3. Okay. So divisibility rule of 8 says, okay, that if your last 3 digit is divisible by 8, so 8 4 ja will be 32 and 8 4 ja will be 32. If your last 3 digit is divisible by 8, that means the complete number will be divisible by 8. If you have a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, 352 by 8, then if the last 3 digit is divisible by 8, then the complete number will be divisible by 8. So we are done with this. So we no need to check for the value of n. Now, so what is the divisibility rule of 3? So divisibility rule of 3 says, if the sum of number, see, now this I am explaining to you. When I'm solving an exam, I don't need to explain you. Okay. So if the sum of the digit is divisible by 3, that's all you are done. Okay. Now, so 358, 8 plus 2 is, so 8 plus 2 is 10, 10 plus 1 is 11, 11 plus 2n divided by 3, right? Now, so for which value of n this is divisible, that is what you need to calculate it. And this is what we have to find out, what will be the sum of value of n. So if you'll put value of n is equals to 1, then this will become 3. If you'll put the value of n is equals to 2, then see, I'm writing again and showing you. So this will become 15 by 3. That means it will be divisible by 5. So when n is equals to 2, it is divisible, right? If you'll put n is equals to 3, so 2 into 3 is 6. 6 plus 11 will be 17, no. If you'll put n is equals to 4, so 2 into 4 is 8 plus 11, 19, no. If you'll put n is equals to 5, 2 into 5 is 10 and 10 plus 11 will be 21. So it will be divisible. Okay. Then if you'll put 6, 2 into 6 is 12. 12, 11 is 23. No. If you'll put 7, so 14 plus, if you'll put 7, so 2 into 7 will be what? 14. 14 plus 11 will be 25. No. If you'll put 8, okay. So 2 into 8 is 16. 16 plus 11 will be 27. So then it will be divisible by 3. So if you'll put 9, 18 plus, no, it will not be divisible, right? So 9 into 2 will be 18 and 18 plus 11 will be 29, no. So n value is 258. So what is the possible values of n? So 2 plus 5 plus 8. So 7 plus 8 is 15. This I will say it's a very good question. You might feel this is easy, but no. So this is a good question, I will say, because here you had to understand and then you had to do it. So understanding the question and then doing it is very, very important. So this question also you will be able to. So as soon as you see the question, so bhaiya, it is 24 means 8 and 3. So last 3 digit is divisible by 8, done. Now 3 will be the only problem. So 11 plus 2n. So 11 plus 2n by 3. Now put the value of n. 1. So no. 2, yes. Then 3, no. 4, no. 5, yes. And 8. So all 3 you add and then 15. That's all done. Practice and your basic knowledge is the key of success. Okay. So friends, this TCS NQT August and November 2021, this is also for the TCS NQT batch 2022 because there is no change in the syllabus. So aptitude I have only done. Okay. Coding is done by Sridhar sir and Soumya ma'am, and English is done by the Tanvi ma'am. Okay. So friends, this complete course, and it is also having, you can see the content. Okay. So you can see there is a lot of content is there. Aptitude videos are there. Okay. Then aptitude difficult problems are also there. Reasoning problems are there. All the latest things is also included here. Okay. So you see, you can see it from outside. TCS previous year question, TCS decision making question. So, we like all the materials are updated. TCS NQT 2021 asked question, psychometric, fully solved. Here you can see the fully solved TCS previous year question. Okay. So if we'll try to open, so it will show you. Okay. So, the 6 years questions we have put it here. Okay. And this is prepared by myself itself. Okay. Comprehensive aptitude material. Okay. So about this material, 400 plus previous year questions are there. Basic concept formula, previous year TCS question, practice questions, 30 minutes coding questions, previous year coding MCQ test. So friends, all those things, are completely provided free inside this package. So friends, for what you are waiting, get the course today itself. See, because of this 800 rupees, okay, do not leave 25,000 jobs per day. Okay. I mean, per month in your pocket, right? So TCS will be paying you 25,000 per month if you get selected. So this link I will be sharing it in this description. If you like, check the content from outside, and then there is one free content of aptitude is also there. So you will be able to see which is the free content here. So this is one unlocked content. Okay. So this you can check it out, right? So I hope, right. So this will give you a very much fair idea. Okay. And then friends, there is something interesting for you. So as you know, this Naukri for You Hindi channel. So we have started uploading the TCS NQT, the videos like TCS NQT coding, MCQ questions. Okay. So Naukri for You channel, this thing will be also given in the description. So there you will also find the aptitude videos in Hindi. So if you're waiting for that, I am going to make the aptitude videos in Hindi also. Okay. Now, friends, one thing, this is a 2020 question. So TCS NQT will also have calculator. Okay. So we'll also have calculator in the exam. Okay. Now, so this question I have seen whenever I will teach, or whenever, wherever I have seen many students will have doubt. Sir, this framing the equation itself will be very, very difficult. So let us understand how much percentage is this of this. So see, whenever you have some doubt now, what you do, how much percentage is 40 of 80? So this will solve your problem. So how much percentage is 40 of 80? Okay. So 40 is what percentage of 80? How much percentage is 40 of 80? So this is nothing but 50%. We know 40 by 80 into 100. Sir, it is 50%. See, do not start with the complicated things. Otherwise, solution will not be simple. Always start with the simple things. Then your calculation will be simple. Mathematics is all about your calculation. So how much percentage is 40 of 50? We know 40 is half of 50. So how much percentage is this of this? So we know very well that 0.025% of 240% of 1.5 and divided by 0.9 into 100. If you have calculator in exam, better use a calculator and get the answer. Okay. If you want to do it manually, let us see. So here percentage is there. So percentage will be taking out 2 zeros here, and then 240, then again 100 will come, because percentage 1.5, that is how you do. Okay. So in the same way I am doing, into 100. Now I will try to remove the decimals from here. So if I remove the decimal, see, in a very simple language you understand, because many students suffers in removing the decimal. So if you remove the decimal, after that 1, 2, 3 digits you have. So 3 zeros will come. After that 1, 2, 3, so 3 zeros will come. And 100 was already here. Then it is 240 by 100. So there is no change here. 1.5. So if you remove the decimal, so 1 will come. After that, how many digits? 1 digit. So 10 will come. Then 0.9. So if you remove the decimal, then instead of decimal 1 will come. After that 1 digit means 10. Into it will become 100. But yeah, 100 and 100 will get cancelled. This 10 and 10 will also get cancelled. You have to be a little good at simplification calculation. That is what I teach in my class. Okay. 10 and 10 will also get cancelled. Okay. Now, so 25 4 times will be nothing but 100. This 4 6 times will be nothing but 24. So 90 divided by 10 I see here and 10 I see here. Okay. And this 9 will also come down. Okay. Now, so 10 cancelled, 9 cancelled. So 1 by 10 will be equal to 0.1. Friends, I think if you use calculator, no, you can get the faster result by doing this calculation. But when your basic is good, when your calculation is good, see, mathematics completely revolve around calculations. If your calculation is good, then trust me, things will be very, very simple. Okay. Now, the last question from sorts and indices, which was also asked in the TCS examination, numbering is wrong here. Okay. No need to worry. Friends, if you like the session, please put a comment. Okay. See, there are many people who will put like, sir, I'm putting a dislike. I am not doing the videos for them. I'm doing the videos for those who like it. So please put a comment so that I will be doing more and more difficult problems also and more problems, so that if you write the exam for TCS in the upcoming months, you will feel that whatever sir has done, I have utilized it, and you will definitely get a very good score. Okay. Now, so 5 and 3, because if you're now, the concept of log tables is not there in the exam. Okay. So they will not give you log tables. It is very clear, Vaya. So whatever you have, you convert into 5 and 3, because if your base is same, then you can equate the power. Okay. See, when you are thinking also, no, you have to think from all perspective. Log table, nobody is giving you now. So this you have to convert in 5 to the power something and 3 to the power something. So 225, I know it's a square of 15. 15 is nothing but 3 into 5 and 3 into 5. So 225, I can write 3 square into 5 square. Simple. There is no doubt only. 15 square is what? 225. So 15 into 15, that's all done. Now 405. Friends, you have to use your mind like anything. I will make it sharp. Don't worry. So 5 into 81. 5 into 5, 1 is 5, 5 8 is 40. 5 into this, we know 3 to the power. See, 3 into 3 is 9 and 9 into 9 is 81, right? So basically 81, I can write 9 into 9. But here 3 square into 3 square. So 5 into 3 to the power 4. So 5 into 3 to the power 4. See, this, I know these things will only taking time for you. You tell me yes or no. These things are taking time for you, right? So friends, God has given a beautiful, not face, brain. Use it. Okay. So your beautiful brain is there with you. When you will use, so 3 to the power 6 into 5 to the power 3. So the value of x is 6 and the value of y is 3. I knew that log table is not there. So I will convert in 5 to the power something and 3 to the power something. Now, so they're asking x to the power 2y minus 3x. Anything now I will solve. So x is what? 6 and 2y. So 2 into 3. Okay, so there is a mistake here. So I'm sorry for that. And I'm not going to edit this. Okay, I'm not going to edit this. Okay, so 5 is here and 5 is here. So x will become equal to 3 and y will become equal to 6. Okay, now, so x to the power 2y minus 3y. Now I can solve anything. Don't worry. X is 3. So whatever value is there, we will solve into 3 into 3. So 3 to the power 12 minus 9. So 3 cube will be 27. So 27, that's all. Option A is the correct answer. See, friends, first thing from your mind, you remove aptitude stuff. No, you say that, sir, I have to work on my basics with you, and daily I will upload one video for you. Okay, and see how the things is going to be all right till your TCS examination. Solving previous year question will always help you. So I'm waiting for your comment. If your comment is positive, then my effort will be 10 times of your comments. Okay, so I'll be uploading the videos on daily basis, and I will see how aptitude is not becoming simple for you. Thank you.
All right, guys, thank you for joining and watching this video. Explains more questions of logistics. logistic and more non-verbal part, including quantitative. We remain 4 minutes for this session, hence we'll go to the second session as well. And I recommend if there is anyone has doubt or want to speak something in this 3:55 minute we have, he can raise the hand, then I will pass mic to him, then we'll see. Is anyone want to speak something or has doubt? Am I audible to each and everybody here? Am I audible to each and everybody here? All right, I'm audible, but okay, fine. It means that there is no one wants to speak something, and you follow the like you follow the collection for this NTA last year, and after also this in the second session, we are gonna again make a collection for another paper. Then after we'll see if there is some more doubt, then we'll be closing.